Bam Margera. What will he do next?
Whatever the f I want.
Oh my god! Oh jeez, oh my god!
So I recently watched Jackass Forever, and as somebody who grew up on the TV show and the movies, I was sent on such a nostalgia ride that I'm not ready to get off. I grew up with an older brother who was a skateboarder, so I was submerged into the early 2000s skateboarding culture at full force, as you can tell from this extremely threatening picture of my brother and me. When it came to TV, I watched a lot of MTV with my brother, which meant a lot of Jackass, a lot of Robin Big, a lot of Wild Boys, and the topic of today's video, a lot of Viva La Bam. Watching these shows was like hanging out with your older brother's cooler, cute friends. Except in my case, my brother had no cute friends growing up, so this was all the eye candy I had. Which is wild how these guys who looked like they hadn't showered in weeks managed to have such a tight grip on my heart. I know I'm not the only one who had crushes on these guys. I'm doing a search. I'm Googling. Shouldn't have done that. Fell down a dark hole. But yes, today I'll be talking about Viva La Bam, but before I do that, I feel like I need to throw myself back into that era. Early 2000s skateboarding culture. What were all the guys wearing? 1, a beanie. 2, black jacket. However, I got lucky and found a CKY jacket on eBay. I look like everybody's biggest crush in 2014. Jesus Christ. It's for the video though, I'm all for it. So Viva La Bam was a spin-off of the Jackass series, and it ran on MTV from 2003 to 2006. Growing up and watching Jackass, my favorite skits were always the one where Bam Margera and his friends would mess with his parents. I think MTV knew this as well, so you can imagine the rush that my brain went through when I realized that they had an entire show for Bam to mess with his parents. The show follows Bam and his group of friends as they spend their days making themselves laugh over the agony of his family. Also, I just realized, if you don't know who Bam Margera is, I guess I'm gonna assume you were living under a rock in the early 2000s because this man was everywhere. The main friend group consisted of Bam, Gico, Rab, Rake, and Dunn. There was always a sprinkle in of a Tim Glom appearance or a Tony Hawk cameo. Number one goal of these guys throughout this show was to get a huge reaction out of Bam's mom April and his dad Phil. However, as was known to the people who watched the skits in Jackass first, Phil didn't give a reaction. Phil is the calmest man I've ever seen in my life. He'd get the shit kicked out of him while he's on the toilet, get woken up by heavy metal at 1 a.m. before he has to go to work, get fireworks set off inside his truck with him inside it, and he doesn't give an ounce of what April does to a prank that is a quarter of as serious as the ones done to Phil.
I'm going to kick the camera out of his hand. How's he like that? It's by my camera. Woohoo!
And since Phil wasn't going to give big reactions, somebody had to take that place. And thus we get Bam's gibberish-spewing uncle, Don Vito.
Welcome to the Swiss Alps.
I'm convinced that this man caused my fight or flight response to act up before I even knew what that was. Yes, it was hilarious when the guys messed with him, and I loved seeing that, and I thought it was funny. But this man is the definition of ick. I don't know, he was always so creepy around women, and he'd always want to touch them and get weird, and I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. It made me feel really weird, and I guess I was right to feel that way. This show did what every kid wanted to get away with. Being able to mess with your parents and it just be a big joke and not have any consequences about it. And they did some dangerous stuff. As with any show at MTV at the time, once you saw that Skull and Crossbones logo in the beginning of every episode, you knew you were gonna have a fun time. And the theme song, I don't know what it is. It's like the same feeling I get when I listen to the Kenan and Kel theme song. It's like I want to just inject the feeling that these theme songs give me right in the vein. I can say that too. It's not a drug thing. I'm a diabetic. I'm a diabetic.
I'm gonna give you what you need.
And now that I keep looking down at this jacket, I keep thinking, like, not only did we get the laughs and the pranks in the episodes, we got a lot of great bands performing. In every episode, there'd always be like a skateboarding montage to bands like Him, CKY, Turbo Negro, Slayer, Gwar, etc. And as a young kid, it introduced me to a lot of bands that I don't think I would have ever listened to had I not watched these shows. So today, I just want to take a look back at some episodes of Viva La Bam in hopes of relighting the childhood joy it gave me all those years ago.
Warning! Viva La Bam features stunts.
Holy shit! Paul Blart?
It's raining outside, so I'm skating inside.
Already. Quality entertainment.
I have a demo tomorrow. It's raining. I gotta practice.
Wait, skateboarding this?
Yeah, there's 20,000 people waiting at the Mall of America.
you lost
tomorrow.
your
What am I
mind?
supposed to do? Suck at the demo? We're on our way to the Mall of America right now to do a skate demo, and nobody knows that we're gonna be spending 24 hours in the mall.
Quick premise. Quick, easily digestible by the audience. Perfect. So essentially in this episode, Bam goes to the Mall of America with his friends and family because he has a skate demo the next day and decides he's going to stay with everybody overnight for 24 hours in the mall. I mean, Vince Gilligan couldn't write a more entertaining piece of TV. So to speed things up, Bam gives everybody $100 that they have to spend in the mall. Vito eats. Reb and Tim eat a lot of hot sauce. Rab gets a painting done. Rake gets his hair straightened and then does a child's photo shoot. Dunn gets a coffee and gives the rest of the money to the wait staff, which, I'm just going to stop right here for a second. Dunn was my favorite. Dunn, obviously, everybody had a thing for Bam. Dunn was my cup of tea. Absolutely, he was sarcastic. He's a sweetheart to wait staff. The bare minimum, the weight of my heart.
The thing is, I got me and like 8 of my friends staying in the mall all night. What will it cost me for you to let us sleep in here?
Oh, God. Oh, Vito's not staying here. Bam, tell Vito he's not staying in here. Bam.
I mean, had it been me, I'd request a couple cement blocks in that pillow as well, but I get it. MTV's strict on violence. Phil doesn't care. I don't know what you have to do to Phil to get a big reaction. And then, of course, you know, skate demo day happens. We get some sick fucking skateboarding shots, dude. So yeah, Bam skates. It's a fun time. Great episode. The formula for a Viva La Bam episode is pranks and then skateboarding. Pranks, skateboarding montage. Prank, skateboarding montage. It's a great time. The next episode we will be looking at is the prank war between Bam, Ryan Dunn, and Johnny Knoxville. There's a reason I wanted to rewatch this episode numerous times as a kid. The girls that get it, get it. The girls that don't, don't. I'll leave it at that.
Warning, you will have used one of the professional perform times like corny to the business system and to be clear reenacting these activities.
Hello, I'm Johnny Knoxville, and this is Bam's Hummer. Oh, no.
Sure you know what you're doing?
I have no idea.
I mean, Hummers were always ugly cars to me, even as a kid. I did not like Hummers, so any demolition's an improvement.
Knoxville?
Good to see you.
Oh, yeah, nice to see you. How you doing?
Hey,
Are you
it's Johnny.
Johnny, what are you doing here? Oh, my God. Forever.
April's got the right idea. I respect it.
Good to see you. Listen, what are you doing out here, though, with this?
Phil gets it, too.
Material grab!
Here we are at the bar of Knoxville's hotel room, and he's coming home soon. I have his room key, and here's something he's not suspecting. Vito. Rent a porno, spill wings, call an escort service, run up the phone bill, do what you gotta do. Oh.
Fight or flight response. Activated. Red flag. I'm hearing Kill Bill music. If this prank is done to me.
Welcome to fucking Westchester, brother.
You are the fucking last person I want to see in my
We all
bed.
fired up. We're coming here. It's a good party.
Are these your pants, Vito? They're coming with me.
Hey, Vito, I hope your pants can swim.
So they keep going back and forth in the prank war. Johnny blows bubbles and regurgitates Bam's chowder when he's not there. Bam throws it up and then throws Dun's wallet into the vomit. I was so desensitized to vomit, and now I'm older. I'm just like, there's a lot of vomit in these old shows. Not loving it. Bam gets woken up and steps on tacks. Johnny and Dun fill the house with bubbles. Dun puts a snake on Bam. Bam gets a rat trap on his ear. Johnny's number is leaked. Johnny steals Bam's credit card and puts a tab open for the bar. And then we get to the final prank, where Bam decides he wants to destroy Johnny's rental car.
So we're at Knoxville's hotel and we're gonna fuck his car up, and we have Sean Penn and Hopper here to witness the humiliation.
Can't do that to me. You can't just hit me with a Sean Penn jump scare. Never ask a woman her age, a man his salary, or Sean Penn about his extensive criminal record. So the car's absolutely destroyed, and a peace offering is given to finalize the prank war after Dunn has his bike dragged by Bam's Hummer.
No, don't do the face.
I didn't do any face.
You just did the face thing. Don't do that.
No, I didn't. I'm serious.
All right, even.
Oh shit, normally I don't root for you, Vito. Harder. Harder. Harder, get in there. Use the arms. Just really get in there. The final episode that I'll be looking at today is the Bayou episode.
Warning.
Viva La Bam features stunts performed either by professionals.
In this episode, Bam has a contest against Phil to see who can have a more fun time, Bam and his friends in Louisiana, or Phil by himself at home. And the reason I love this episode so much is because of Phil.
Hey, we're not going nowhere.
I already bought the tickets.
Bam, I've got so much to do, and I gotta keep up with it.
Oh, I'm convinced. I got some help with that. I gotta keep up with it.
I mean, Phil's just a sweetheart.
I bet we could have more fun than you.
If I have this whole house to myself,
So what's the winner get? Like,
A dinner, a hug. Perfect.
so I win a dinner and a hug,
Yeah.
we're down to a
and you
dinner
win
and a hug.
Yeah.
I can't lose.
Oh, he's so sweet.
Greatest day ever.
Look at him dancing around in his little underwear. Phil's a simple man.
Here, I got 2 rooms. That's it? So,
2 for you?
you and me, Vito.
You're not gonna stay in there. April's gonna flip
No
out.
way.
Don't you want to see the first Zenith television ever?
No,
Come on, it's in there.
Like I saw
It's
the
in
mattress.
there.
The mattress
Hey,
was
the
like from
first
the Civil
television
War.
set ever.
No,
It's
Dan,
still in black
knock
and
yourself
white.
out. Don't touch anything or you'll be infected.
Gonna be honest, when you're a kid and you're watching this show, you're like, oh, April, she's overreacting, she's so annoying, or blah, blah, blah. I would hate to be there too. You have your annoying son and his annoying friend doing crazy shit, while your creepy brother-in-law is there complaining and screaming and being all over the place. I don't think there's enough Advil in the world that I could have with me that would fix that. So of course, you have the obligatory gator visits.
Why you gotta play games with my suitcase, man? Give me this thing.
Hey, Vito, what's in your suitcase?
Yeah, all my stuff's in there. What am I gonna wear?
Vito, here. Look at your suitcase.
Your luggage, Vito.
$100 worth of clothes. You think it's a joke?
Cowboy dress up for Vito.
What about when I'm riding a horse? It's gonna come
You're
right
not
off.
going to ride a horse.
If I'm riding a horse, it's gonna come right off. Look at it.
Airboating trips. And none of that really sounds bad, but I mean, Phil's at home having a bubble bath and some sandwiches at any time of the day. One sounds better than the other. Vito goes home. Again, never on Vito's side, but can't blame him for going home.
Make a bayou buoy.
That's my worst nightmare. Do you see the pastiness that I carry with my skin? No. One time when I was in high school, I went to the beach with my mom and I took a nap. It was a very cloudy day, so I didn't assume I needed much sunscreen. That's how smart I was at like 15, 14. I fell asleep, face down, ass I fell asleep lying on my stomach. And I was wearing a sweatshirt and shorts. And I laid down flat on my stomach, and my mom thought I don't need to put sunscreen on her, so I fell asleep for 3 hours in direct sunlight. And I couldn't go to school for 2 days because I couldn't walk. These are the fun memories I carry with me.
This is fun. We're like out in the middle of nature making fire.
Every time I'm down here, I get in a bar fight.
Every time you're in Westchester, you get in a bar fight. What's the big deal? Don't you want to sing camp songs?
Oh my god.
I will say, though, I do love a good campfire.
Oh my god.
Texiana Swamp Saloon is up and running.
You know, again, it's one of those comparisons of being a kid to being an adult. When I was a kid, I thought being around Deco would be the most fun you could have. You know, constantly telling jokes, doing characters, doing bits. Sounds like a blast. And it just sounds like I'd be exhausted. It sounds like my social battery would run out after 30 minutes of talking to this man. So you have an option. You can either stay with Deco while he's running around screaming and doing bits 24/7, or you can chill at home with Phil and have a relaxing game of poker. I don't play poker. I've never known the rules. But I'm going to tell you something. I'm with Phil still. And you lost me, Phil. Vito, we can't have anything good. Please go away. We can't even have a nice poker game.
Come on, let's go do something.
Welcome to the middle of the Texiana Bayou Swamp. These are our friends. And I'm gonna get Bam back for putting me in the tree. What the fuck is that? What the fuck?
I was gonna wait, but I decided to do it now because I have alligator poop and fish guts. And I'm gonna be pouring it on Gone.
How's the bullfrogs now, dickhead?
Again. It seems insufferable now. And I'm the age that these guys were when they were filming this. We get Don Vito getting made into an idiot sandwich, as he should.
Vito sandwich. You're getting me infected. You got stuff in my ears now.
And then ultimately, as we all expected, as every introvert would know, Phil won.
I still need a hug today, Vito, from Bam.
Give him a hug, man. What? Pay off your bet. You made a bet to pay it off.
The hug was a joke.
Oh, was that? I don't want to give you a hug. I'll give him a hug.
All right.
Phil's always going to be the winner. He's always going to win in life. He never lets anything bother him. He's always smiling, having a fun time, and the best time for him is just hanging out at the house. I'm gonna say it, I think Phil's the best thing about this show. And I'm gonna be honest, when I was watching Jackass Forever, obviously it's really sad that Bam couldn't have been in it. And obviously the most important thing for him is, he gets sober, he gets healthy, because, we all want a fun and healthy Bam back. Everybody who grew up watching this show wants the best for him. But I have to say, I did miss Phil and April in the Jackass movie the most. It was just a different experience. A great experience still, but I feel like we were kind of missing a chunk of the Jackass history. Which, again, health comes first, always, and I really hope that Bam's taking care of himself. Overall, the only thing that I have to take away from rewatching this is that I'm old, I'm tired, and I'm an introvert. But I do love a good trip down memory lane, and watching this just really takes me back to being a kid and loving to skateboard and hang out with my brother and play video games and play Tony Hawk Pro Skater and Matt Hoffman Pro BMX and watch these shows, and it's just a fun time overall. So I don't care if one person watches this or if 0 people watch this, that's okay too. I had a great time. I would love to know though, because I don't really hear from past watchers of shows like this. I kind of feel like it's kind of like hidden away a bit in the early 2000s. So I'm trying to think, you always hear things, people bring up memories of the early 2000s, like, like the old Disney Channel shows, the Nickelodeon shows, and as I'm saying that now, I'm realizing those are the shows I should have been watching, but I had an older brother. I watched both, so I say I'm the real winner here. Inappropriate? Probably. Fun? Absolutely. If you take anything away from this, anything at all, I would like that one thing to be Johnny Knoxville and Ryan Dunn. Thank you. Thank you. Stop. Guys, stop. Stop. You're too kind. Stop. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.